6 straight wins have made the UMD men's hockey team the hottest team right now in the country and have the Bulldogs back on top of the USCHO national poll. This weekend, the Dogs will play host to the Colorado College Tigers in the first games of this year's NCHC regular season here at AMSOIL Arena. Welcome inside our My9 Sports broadcast booth. I am Zach Schneider, joined as always by former UMD captain Judd Medic. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. Thank you to our two corporate sponsors, Essentia Health and Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC, for their continued support of our broadcasts all season long. And Judd, like I said, 6 straight wins, the last two weeks ago in a national championship game rematch against Notre Dame. It's been a while with that bye week in between, but UMD certainly looks like they are in mid-season form early this year.
Yeah, I think they are very pleased with the start to the season. 6-1-1 record in non-conference play obviously sets you up nicely for the stretch of these conference games. Obviously, it starts tonight, a big home series against a much different Colorado College team than we've seen in the previous years. This program went through a bit of a rebuilding process, and they're certainly still there, not where they want to be or where they once were. This was a powerhouse college hockey program back when I played in the 90s and 2000s, and they're certainly getting back, making the right strides to get there. So I expect a very close series this weekend. They played St. Cloud last weekend and could have won both games, actually.
Yeah, they had leads in both those games last weekend against St. Cloud State, did Colorado College. Not only is it a much improved Colorado College team, but as tough as the non-conference schedule can be for UMD, it always seems to get different now that points are on the line in the NCHC.
Yeah, I mean, this league, NCHC, we talk about it all the time, Zach, but it's such a good league, top to bottom, that anything can happen on any given night. And I know that this Tiger team's excited to come here and play this weekend, and they're going to try to get some points. They don't see themselves finishing in the bottom half of the league. They want to be in that middle, the top part. They believe they can do that.
We're going to talk more about it as the night goes on, but what stood out to me through the first 8 games about this UMD team, we knew the returners were going to be very strong after last year's national title, but the freshmen that they have on this team have not only been playing important minutes, but they've been contributing on and off the score sheet as well.
Oh, big time. I mean, you just look at the Cates brothers, obviously, and just the contributions they're getting from those guys among a number of other freshmen and, you know, lower classmen that have just been tremendous this year. And that's why they've been successful, is because they've had these guys step up and take these new roles and contribute, and you need it from your freshmen, and certainly that's why UMD's done what they've done. And honestly, the Tufte, Krieger, Swaney line, we're kind of still waiting for them to get going a little bit, and it's scary what can happen once they actually get going, how good this team potentially could be.
It is with a heavy heart that we play hockey this weekend at AMSOIL Arena. One of the legends, if not the legend of UMD hockey, Keith Huffer Christensen, passed away this past Monday. His funeral will be tomorrow here in Duluth. Hundreds, if not thousands, expected to come here to the Deck Arena for that funeral. But Judd, briefly, and we'll talk more about it, but what can you say about Huffer and what he's meant to this program?
Yeah, you know, I think Huffer Christensen, it's not a household name as far as because he had a great NHL career or did, you know, things like that. But it was more so, you know, I came to Duluth as a Canadian kid, and you learn about who Huffer was. And I actually got to meet him and know him a little bit later on in the last, like, 5 or 6 years, actually, just being involved in some alumni stuff. And, you know, we all know his accolades on the ice. He was a great hockey player, a great Bulldog, but just a tremendous guy and just a fantastic guy, and his family was great, and certainly a sad week to lose him, but I know there's a special place in all the Bulldogs' hearts for him, and hopefully they can carry that with them, and the tradition will continue.
I told this story earlier this week after Brett Hull's number was retired and placed up in the rafters next to Huffer's. Somebody asked him, what's it like to have your jersey up there next to Brett Hull's, and Huffer joked with that. Whoever asked that question, I forget who it was, he said, my jersey's not next to Brett's. Brett's is next to mine here at AMSOIL Arena. He was always quick with a joke, but one of the most genuine guys you'll ever meet, and certainly he's on the Mount Rushmore of UMD hockey history. So we are going to go down to the ice right now. UMD has prepared a short memorial video for Huffer Christensen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, This past Monday morning, the University of Minnesota Duluth men's hockey program and Bulldog Athletics lost a dear friend with the passing of Keith Huffer Christensen. Christensen started his or her jersey number officially retired. He led UMD in scoring an unprecedented 4 consecutive years, racking up 196 points in just 102 games. He went on to captain the silver medal-winning United States Olympic team and played professional hockey with the Minnesota Fighting Saints of the World Hockey Association. Christensen was inducted into the UMD Athletic Hall of Fame and the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame and was also a member of the WCHA's top 50 players in 50 years. To honor the memory of Huffer Christensen, we now ask for a moment of silence.
Huffer, we know you're watching. You are gone, but you are not forgotten here in the hearts of every UMD hockey fan. We'll be back with the Drop of the Puck, UMD and Colorado College, right after this on My 9 Sports. UMD and Colorado College for the first time this season. Conference points are on the line for the Bulldogs. The goaltending matchup tonight for the visitors from CC, Alex Leclerc, a junior. He is 4-2-1 this year, a 2.08 goals against average. For UMD, also a junior from Cohasset, Hunter Shepard, this year 6-1-1 with a 2.18 goals against average. Mike Havland, the head coach for Colorado College in his 5th season with the Tigers, and Hibbie native Scott Sandlin behind the bench for the Bulldogs, his 19th year in charge of this program. Thanks for joining us here on My 9 Sports. We're underway, UMD and Colorado College here at AMSOIL Arena. Off the face-off, bouncing puck, and UMD is going to be in ahead of the play offside.
Well, we'll see what kind of start. Obviously, UMD with that weekend off, coming off of that, obviously it might take some time as we look at the keys to the game. For UMD, they got to pressure these Colorado College defensemen. If there's a weak point on their team, it's their D. And they need to get that continued secondary scoring we talked about from unlikely sources. That'll be a big key tonight for CC. They got to stay disciplined. They can't be giving this UMD high-octane offense chances on the power play, and they got to limit their grade A scoring chances. They got to create them like themselves, like they are here on this shift, but they certainly can't allow UMD to get going with 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s and breakaways and whatnot.
Bouncing puck in the front of the UMD goal there, but it's flipped the length of the ice. Now a long pass ahead, tipped and turned back the other way. This is Koepke for the Bulldogs. Pass too far for Richards. Turned back now by CC out to neutral. Mackay, the captain, with it for UMD, ahead for Richards. Richards on the far side, shot, stick save made Leclerc, and he kicked it all the way out to neutral.
Well, I like the speed to the game so far, Zach. Just a minute in, and already a lot faster than what we've seen. The main series was the last series we saw here at the AMSOIL Arena, and that was by no means a fast series. That main team wanted to slow things down and play a heavy game, and this Colorado College team has some firepower up front. Their strength lies with their forwards. So we're going to see some good offensive opportunities on both sides of the rink this weekend.
CC with the puck right now, far side corner. Now he works his way up the half wall. That's Copeland. Tries to leave it off for Blumenschein. It's watched now by Latteru. It comes to Weston Mashad, the Cloquet native, a senior this year with the Tigers. He's got the puck near side of the cage. Now near side circle to the point. McCaskill wraps it around to the far side. It's taken now by Cruikshank, and it comes back to that near side corner. Good offensive zone pressure here for CC. First sustained pressure by either team so far. UMD controls. This is Noah Cates. He goes high off the glass, and UMD will get a line change.
Well, good shift for that Mashad line. You mentioned him, Zach, the Cloquet native, coming home, playing obviously in front of some family and friends tonight. his first shift of the evening, and some good offensive zone pressure.
Now Mikey Anderson, pass ahead, looking for Kobe Roth. It's turned back now by Middendorf, turned over, and it's Mikey again. Ahead for Roth, this time he'll chip it in. Leclerc cuts it off behind his cage, wraps around the far side. Middendorf gets it out to center. Flipped in by Rail. That's Berzola who wraps it around, and that should be too far. It will be an icing on Colorado College. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in the opening period.
Well, again, some good pace here to the start of this game. You know, this Colorado College team has done a great job. Mike Haviland, just his 5th year as at the helm. So obviously when you get 5 years in, that's your first full recruiting class. 4 years comes through. So now you're kind of all your own guys and start to see kind of the type of team you're going to have representing your program.
Off the face-off, bouncing puck towards the top of the crease of Leclerc. Bulldogs couldn't get a shot on goal. They have the only shot on goal. That was the stick save made off the shot from Richards earlier. Colorado College yet to officially test Hunter Shepard. It comes up the wall. Tufte cuts it off at the pass there. That was Berzola. And now it's Oki with it for Colorado College. His pass deflected. Koepke decided to let it go to try and avoid the too many men penalty. I think he could have played it, but a wise decision on his part, and now it's controlled behind the cage. Scott Perunovich gives it to his D partner Wolf. Played ahead off the skate of Yoon, maybe Koepke in on goal, and with Richards lurking, Leclerc will freeze it.
Well, we talked a little bit about that secondary scoring from UMD, and look at a guy like Parker Mackay, the captain of this UMD team, is leading the team in scoring this year. He's got 4 goals for 8 points. Currently leading goal scorer, I should say. Scott Perunovich, the defenseman, with more points with 11, but 4 goals on the year. And Parker obviously not known for his goal scoring ability, but has the ability to do that. Just been the leader that Scott Sandlin's looked to, putting the C on his jersey, and he's fulfilled that promise all season long.
He wins the face-off here, back to Sandberg. Now it's Richards, spins away from Pernitsky, gets it to Mackay in that far side corner. He tries to cycle it, hits the referee, goes to Koepke. Koepke with a shot that never got to the net, and now a 2-on-1 for Colorado College. Yoon with Halloran go to the net. Yoon with a shot deflected by Sandberg wide. Now back the other way. UMD had numbers, but Bradley controls for CC, and Yoon will wrap it in behind UMD's net. Misplayed there by Sandberg momentarily, under pressure from Halloran. Nick Halloran on the preseason All-NCHC team. Had a very good year last year. Now back as a junior. This is Bradley. Circles the wagons a little bit. Now onto a front save made with the right pad. Shepard. Great save on the shot from Mason Berg, one of the captains for CC. He's got it now at the blue line. Had to avoid a hit, but what a first save for Hunter Shepard.
Yeah, he had to hug that post, got that pad down. Did not cheat. If he would have cheated a little bit, there might have been some room on that short side.
Again, the pace that Judd mentioned, 5 minutes in, is very fast. Not a lot of shots on goal, just one aside, but a lot of pucks in dangerous areas for both teams. Now we're going to get a whistle, and we should get a timeout. We will. Still scoreless here, UMD and CC on My 9 Sports. No power plays yet in this one, but should UMD get one, they've been very dangerous with the extra skater here this season. 25%. They've scored a power play goal in 7 of their 8 games, and Riley Tufte, as Judd, as you say, we're still waiting for him to really kind of get to that extra gear, but he leads the team 3 power play goals already this year.
Yeah, all of his goals. He's only got 3 on the year, and they've all been on the power play. So, which obviously it's good to score on the power play, but you got to do it for even strength as well. But certainly, if you can be clicking at 25% on the power play, that's exactly where you want to be at least, and it's been a good year for them so far.
Trying something different with Tufte on the power play. For the first 2 years, he was really kind of the net front guy. Now they're asking him back on that point, and he can just tee off. He says he enjoys that role a little bit more than getting his body banged in front of the net.
We saw him score a goal a couple weekends ago on a power play on a pass from Perunovic cross ice at the top of the circle for a one-timer, and how hard he hit that puck. That was an NHL shot, like a Patrick Laine, Alex Ovechkin type goal, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to be a shooter, and I agree with that. He belongs on the half wall, try to shoot the puck for a one-timer.
Big hit delivered just now from Matt Anderson. Gets the crowd into it a little bit with the weather here in Duluth. Not making excuses, but the attendance smaller than maybe we expected. So we'll have to give them something to cheer about as a dangerous puck to the far side post. Went by the wayside. Fanning on the shot was Middendorf, and now CC still controls with Yoon. That one hit a couple skates, deflects in behind. It's left for Wolf. And now Roth, his pass behind Billy Exel. He just sweeps it ahead, and that will be icing on UMD.
Well, the fourth line for Colorado College comes out with a good shift and a great chance, like you said, for Middendorf, just a little bit out of his reach. As Konzo and Versich, great shift for those guys. And mentioned Middendorf, Eric Middendorf from Scottsdale, Arizona, the hockey hotbed. But I mean, the leading goal scorer in NCAA hockey this year, Johnny Walker at Arizona State, has 11 goals in 10 games this year, Zach. So from Phoenix as well. We all know Austin Matthews from Phoenix, so kind of a fun hockey fact that Arizona is producing some hockey players now.
Las Vegas with their NHL success last season. It's trickling south.
UMD will be in Arizona in a holiday tournament just after Christmas as well, which would be kind of fun.
No, my 9 decided to leave that off the road schedule.
Well, it doesn't make sense. That's a must travel to for us, isn't it? You'd rather go to Grand Forks, though, I'm sure, in February or January.
That's on the schedule right now. Grand Forks in February. They know I'll show up at the rink because there's not much else to do. Now it's Sweeney with a spinning backhand from behind the net. It comes to the slot where Tufte controls. Now he hands off to Sandberg, near side circle, off the post. Good delayed, quick shot from Dylan Sandberg. He had Leclerc beat, but hit the post.
Yeah, smart play by Sandberg. Waited just that second to open it up and then went short side.
Now another shot towards the front. That's deflected wide, and UMD with its best sustained pressure of the hockey game. Now Mikey Anderson a long shot, and Leclerc will swallow that one up with Tufte on the doorstep.
Well, that's the shift that we have all kind of been expecting from this top line for UMD. Krieger, Sweeney, and Tufte just buzzing in the offensive zone. Getting the defensemen involved, too, as well. As we look at this play here, is a little touch pass to Krieger. Here's the end of the sequence there. Just again, a shot on goal, but look at Riley Tufte right in front of the net, waiting to bang in a rebound. Great shift for that line for UMD.
Riley Tufte, 6'6", 230. He was battling with Andrew Farney, who is 5'9", 175 for Colorado College. So kudos to Farney for at least keeping the big man somewhat in check in front of the net. Now it's Mackay. Mackay takes a big hit from Pernitsky. Now it comes to the point. This is Rail. Rail to the far side. Matt Anderson with a shot, score! Tipped in front, Justin Richards. 1-0 UMD.
Well, he got his first one finally this year, and we all kind of thought they'd maybe come in droves. And here's a great play. Louis Rail, one-timer to Matt Anderson with the shot. Justin Richards with a high tip as he comes through the slot here. Just, you'll see him just move over just a little bit, just get his stick on in that puck and change direction past the goaltender Leclerc. And two good shifts in a row for UMD, and they get rewarded with a 1-0 lead.
It's Richards' second of the season, the second of his career. It comes at the 8:17 mark of this opening period. 1-0 Bulldogs. Now it's Jackson. Cates has it slide past him. Coming the other way now, Berardinelli puts it ahead for Gooch. Gooch sent hard into the end wall, and now a penalty coming to the Bulldogs. Nick Wolf going to go for hooking, I believe. And UMD, with its 1-0 lead, will head to the penalty kill.
Well, good response from Colorado after giving that goal up. They come back down and are able to draw a penalty as Nick Wolf's gonna go serve 2 minutes or less as he was kind of right. I'm not sure I agree with that call per se, but well, I suppose they showed it up here on the second look here on the big screen, and maybe it was a penalty. Good call, Zach.
So Colorado College to the power play. Save made Shepard. That was Mashad from the low slot, and Shepard makes another good save with the right pad. CC still controls. This is Berg, far side, circle a shot. That was blocked off by Sandberg in front, and now pitchfork the length of the ice by the goal scorer, Richards.
Well, a really good chance early in this power play with that one-timer in the slot, Mashad, and again, another good save by Shepard.
Now it comes free in the slot. It's going to be controlled now by Bradley. Goes to the middle point. Yoon to the far side. Here's Halloran. Halloran tried to come back across for Bradley. That hit a skate, and now that pass intercepted by Perunovic. Mackay, and maybe Exel 2-on-1. Mackay delays and will just circle back. They'll kill some time now. 1 minute to go in that Wolf minor.
Well, Mackay wanted to feed it across to Exel, but the defenseman did a nice job laying out to take that pass away, and Parker maybe could have got a shot on goal there, but the problem is you risk that. If you miss the net on that shot there, it goes around the glass, and that's an easy breakout pass for Colorado, and you're already trapped too deep. So smart play by him to kind of slow it down and throw it all the way back to kill more time on this penalty kill.
All the way down by Sandberg now with 35 seconds to go in that Wolf penalty. Blumenschein now leaves it as they come through neutral. This is Versich. Versich had a pass go right underneath the stick of Jackson Cates. Now Yoon, bothered by Cates at the line. His brother Noah comes in. They come 2-on-2 at the UMD line. Cates tried to go around Blumenschein, had it knifed away from him. Still 5 seconds to go. Time for one last rush here for CC. Blumenschein poked away from him. Now it comes to the top of the crease. Sent out to neutral. We're back to 5-on-5. This is Berzola. Berzola tried to get a shot. That one got blocked. Comes to the line now. Farney stick to side. Dangerous Karam, and now Shepard had to make another save. UMD leads 1-0. A goal by Justin Richards here on My 9 Sports. Well, we've talked a lot this season already about the returners that UMD has, Judd, but Colorado College, 98% of their points, including 116 from Berg, Bradley, and Halloran. They are the top scoring returning line in the conference, and already they haven't gotten on the scoreboard yet, but already we've seen the impact that those three can have on a hockey game.
Yeah, you get a line together with two seniors and a junior. That's a lot of experience, a lot of goals over the career, a lot of points, obviously 61, 82, and 62 as far as career point totals. That's a dangerous weapon to have when you can put those three guys together, and I expect some offense out of those guys this weekend.
Rising shot off the cage of Shepard there. Cleared away from trouble now by Mackay. He leads the charge. Ahead for Rail, who joined the play. It goes off the glass and out to center, where Richards collects it, and he'll send it back deep for the Bulldogs. Krieger angles that play off at neutral, gets it back to Wolf, and now Perunovic. Ahead for Krieger, who has to control it back in his own end, gives it to Perunovic, and Perunovic with a head of steam goes through neutral. Tried to slide a pass ahead for Swaney. Now in the near side corner, this is Swaney. To the far side point, Wolf. Wolf with a rising shot. Glove save made Leclerc.
I think that shot was probably going to miss the net, but Leclerc doesn't take any chances. He snags it and takes the whistle. You know, you're on the road and you're playing a team like UMD, the #1 team in the country. You're going to take every opportunity to slow the game down and get your whistles, and you'll take your chances on a face-off versus sustained pressure in your own zone.
Colorado College, also a team that plays at least half its games on the big Olympic ice sheet out there at the Broadmoor Arena. So they're used to having a little bit more space than they will have this weekend here at Amsoil.
Yeah, this team's built for that, I believe, with that, you know, a lot of firepower up front, and certainly that's the type of team that Mike Haviland's trying to build, and playing on that big sheet, and that's what you have to do. When you have a big sheet, you got to build your team for that, because you play, you know, at least half your games there. Obviously, playing on other big sheets around the league, like St. Cloud last weekend, they had some success and nearly won those games.
Tufte sidestepped a big hit lined up by Pernitsky and just couldn't slide a pass to the middle. He had Swaney with him. Back in their own zone now is UMD. It's taken away by Bradley, leaves it for Israel. Israel with a shot that's gloved and held by Shepard.
Ben Israel, the 7th defenseman, so to speak, the extra player dressed tonight for Colorado, getting an opportunity to come out here, and she has 102 career games, so certainly a experienced veteran back there, getting an offensive chance there for CC.
He wins the face-off. It comes up the wall. Cates, that's the younger brother Noah. He gets it out to neutral, and now it's back the other way. Mashad tried to win the race against Rail and does not. It's icing on CC. It's a good time to remind you, hockey fans, that you can stay warm this season while showing your Bulldog pride with great winter wear from UMD stores. The store is conveniently located on the UMD campus, or you can shop online anytime, anywhere at umdstores.com. Face off to the left of LeClaire, controlled back to Rail, long shot. Pad save made by LeClaire. It comes back to the near side point. Matt Anderson wraps it in there for Laderoux. Laderoux to the high slot, sent back in by Jackson Cates. That's Noah on the end wall behind the cage, gets it to Laderoux. Works his way up the far side wall, tries to leave it now for Jackson. Noah digs it free. This is Noah, far side circle. Works his way up near the blue line. Fluttering puck towards the front, gloved by a UMD player. They're going to let play continue here. Wrapped around behind, this is Laderoux. Laderoux cycles it for Jackson. He spins away from a check, far side circle. Works his way towards the slot. Now he'll just wrap it in here. A lot of puck possession here for the Bulldogs out in front, and that was a soft shot. Now a wraparound attempt, another shot, and LeClaire made a great save. He robbed Noah Cates on the doorstep.
You talk about puck possession. This line just put on a clinic on how to run an offensive zone cycle, Zach. This is what they practice. You practice this all week in practice, usually sometimes with resistance, sometimes without, but just constantly moving. Here's the best chance at the end. When the Cates boys, a little give and go, and Jackson gets the puck right in the middle. Has a good shot. He's in a little bit tight there, and obviously can't find space to put it in. He maybe had some room far side there, but what a great shift by that line. The Cates boys and Laderoux, the freshman.
That was Jackson Cates, rather, on the final shot there. Great save from LeClaire, his best of the night. Now it comes up the wall, held in there by Wolf. He delivers a big hit to Middendorf. Now on the end wall, this is Exel. Exel to the point, Perunovic. Wanted to go D to D, instead just wraps it around in behind. That's Jacques, Jesse Jacques, the freshman from Hermantown. Wolf has his pass deflected by Middendorf, and Perunovic will just slap it back in. The Dogs will change. Roth in there alone, has his stick taken away. He wanted a penalty as his stick ended up in the hands of the CC defenseman. We don't get one, and we'll continue on. Errant pass all the way down, played by Shepard. Ahead for Wolf, who flips it in, and UMD will go back to work on the forecheck. It comes in behind, that's Richards. Wraps it around to the near side. UMD was changing its defenseman behind the play, so CC will exit. Gooch, one-handed, muscles it into the zone. Now it's Mackay. Floats a pass ahead for Matt Anderson. Now Kepke, his move at the line, hit the skate of Yoon. They go into the near side corner. And now it's out to center. Matt Anderson sends it right back in. Only got it as far as Yoon, who now flips it into the UMD zone. Shepard will release it to Rail. Inside of 5 minutes to go now, 1-0 UMD. The Dogs lead in shots on goal, 9-5 to this point in the hockey game. Krieger tried to take that one away. Now Swaney with it. far side, off the skate of Tufte at the line. He stops there, delays, long shot, save made, rebound free, and now it comes free to Halloran for Colorado College. Big hit there by Tufte, and that's going to be a penalty again on UMD. So the Bulldogs will go back to the penalty kill. They lead 1-0 here on My 9 Sports. So Riley Tufte gets the gate for interference, and Colorado College will go to its second power play of the game.
Penalty for interference.
Aaron pass there at center, taken by Swaney. He's got Richards with him. Swaney, a rising shot, caught the glass and deflects out to Sandberg. There's kind of what you were talking about, missed the net, Judd, but Sandberg was there to collect it and send it back deep.
Yeah, luckily enough, Sandberg held his ground and had some reach to get that puck, but Swaney's got to hit the net there.
Now Bradley with it for CC, near side corner. Halloran joins him in that fight. Mackay and Sandberg there for the Bulldogs. It comes free to Berg. Far side, that's Yoon. Yoon, a long shot. That hit Mashad in front. He collects now, gets to Bradley. 3:45 to go in the period. 1:15 in the penalty to Tufte. Now Mashad to Bradley, near side corner. Aggressive penalty killing here by the Bulldogs. It comes free to Sandberg. He tried to clear it, hit the skate of Mackay. Controlled now by Berg. He gets it back near side point, long shot. That again hit something in front. Now it comes to Bradley. Shepard was down. It comes back to Berg with a shot. That missed the net and deflects to the far side half wall. Comes to the point, Yoon. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Berg, near side circle. Back to the point. Yoon, a shot tipped in front and wide. Berg collects for CC. The power play gaining some real momentum here for the Tigers. This is their top unit. Bradley with it, near side circle. Spins one back to Yoon, and that was unnecessary from Bradley, but welcome for UMD.
Well, they had UMD on the ropes. They had some tired individuals out there, the 4 penalty killers for UMD. You get the pressure on like that, a minute and 20 seconds of, or excuse me, minute and 40 seconds of power play time in the zone. Those guys are gassed, and you got to take advantage of that.
Out of the far side point, Farney with a shot towards the top of the crease. Tufte is free out of the box. He takes it away from, that was Berzola, and now it's Tufte with it for the Bulldogs. He's dispossessed at the line, and they're offside.
Well, Tufte fresh out of the box. Got some momentum there through the neutral zone. I thought he was going to go coast to coast there. A la Neil Pionk. We saw this last week, but see him here. He winds it up through the neutral zone. Looks like he has everybody beat here, right here at the blue line, but just fumbles it at the last second right there. Puts himself offside and go back to 5-on-5 for the time being.
It's funny, I talked to Riley earlier this week, and now a chance for Gooch. Colorado College a shot that was deflected wide. I talked to Riley earlier this week. I said, did you send Neil any video of you up at the point in the power play? Because that used to be Pionk's old spot on the UMD power play. And he said no, because he would just send me that video of his game-winning goal for the New York Rangers. But maybe he was doing his best job to try and replicate that from Neil Pionk. What a story that's been for the Hermantown native. Not only playing, but playing very well for the New York Rangers. Spinning shot there from Cates. That was shrugged off by LeClaire, and now a 2-on-3. Mashad had to stop at the line and sent in deep by Crookshank, and now Perunovic controls behind the goal for UMD inside of 90 seconds to go here in the opening period. Sandberg now with it, as he will wait it out. UMD completes a line change, and here they come. Swaney, nice pass through the legs. Krieger with some speed at the blue line, driving wide on the backhand, stops at the goal line, back to Sandberg with a shot. That one just narrowly missed over the shoulder of LeClaire. It comes back to Sandberg. Now it's tipped in front. It goes through the crease and is cleared away by Colorado College. This is Versich at the line. He fumbles it, turns it back the other way. UMD with a 1-0 lead, and they've had a couple more very close calls.
I'm not Certain that didn't hit the post. That first shot from Sandberg just kind of grazed the crossbar. Close call. Another good shift by that top line for UMD. They're pressing, that's for sure.
Now it's flipped out to center. 25 seconds to go here in what's been a very entertaining opening period. This is Yoon through neutral, plays it ahead. Matt Anderson with Halloran forechecking hard. Far side corner, those two get tied up. Halloran trying to dig it free with 10 seconds to go. Bradley with it, in behind the goal. Coming out in front, spinning a shot. It comes now to Pernitsky with a shot, and a baseball swing from Berg was no good. UMD with a shot there at the buzzer. UMD is going to escape this opening period with a 1-0 lead over Colorado College.
Well, how big would have been a goal there for Colorado, pressing at the end to tie that game up. But nonetheless, UMD will escape with a 1-0 lead. It was a good period of hockey, I thought, Zach. Lots of action, fast pace, up and down. I give a lot of credit to Colorado College. They give up that first goal, and the next shift they draw a penalty, and they keep pushing and keep pushing. And I like what I see from that Colorado team. And I thought UMD played a really good period, too. They didn't make any mistakes, really. They moved the puck well, and a good period of hockey all around.
It's kind of what we thought from these two teams, that it was going to be up and down, that they play an exciting style of hockey. They really didn't disappoint in the opening 20 minutes.
No, certainly UMD carrying the shots on goal lead. Sound like a broken record every game this year. I think UMD typically out shooting their opponents, only giving up 5 shots on goal with this stellar defensive core they have. But 12 shots on goal, just 2 power plays in both for Colorado, which is not something we see all the time. Usually it's UMD with the generating the power play opportunities, but not tonight so far.
Maybe they'll get one moving forward. They lead 1-0 here. The Black Bear Casino and Resort intermission report is up next here on My 9 Sports. UMD leads Colorado College 1-0 here after 1 at Amsoil Arena. Zach Schneider alongside Judd Medic here on My 9 Sports. The team's getting back onto the ice after 1 period. The score 1-0. UMD out shooting CC 12-5. The Tigers also 0 for 2. Those are the only power plays so far in the game. Looking around the NCHC scoreboard real quick, Western Michigan leads Omaha 5-0 after 2. North Dakota leads Miami 2-0, and Denver is ahead of St. Cloud State 2-1. Both those games also in the second period. The race is on here in the NCHC.
Yep, it's a great time of year. The weather is turning to hockey weather, as we saw today here in Duluth. Snow on the ground and chill in the air, and NCHC play starting tonight for the Bulldogs.
Underway here in the second period. Thank you for joining us here on My 9 Sports. It was a fun first period for these two teams. Lots of up and down action. This is Gooch now for CC. Long shot, easy save, directed to the far side corner by Shepard. It comes along the wall, and now it's Oki. He's joined in the corner by Berardinelli. It comes free now to Tufte for UMD. Ahead for Swaney. He's ahead of the play for UMD. 1-on-3. Long shot came right back to him. Gooch gets it ahead for Oki. He tries to play it ahead, out of the reach of Berardinelli. Taken by Samberg. Popped up at neutral and shot in by Gooch for CC.
Well, I think one key for UMD this period is they got to stay out of the box, find themselves in there just twice, but still this power play, especially that line for Colorado College of the senior, junior of Berg, Bradley, and Halloran. That's some serious firepower, Zach, and I feel like you give those guys enough chances, they're going to score goals tonight, especially on the power play 5-on-4.
Already a couple close calls. Weston Mashad had a close one on the start of the first power play. It pops free now to Mikey Anderson at the point. That shot blocked. It went up high and bounced dangerously through the crease of Alex Leclerc. Now Mackay wraps it in behind. Richards was all alone in front of the goal. Don't know if Mackay saw him. Don't know if there was a lane either, but Richards was all alone at top of the crease. Now it's Halloran. Halloran at the line. Dug away from him by Mikey Anderson. Played ahead now. This is Koepke. 3-on-2 for UMD at the line. Left for Mackay here, near side circle. A shot off the post. Their second, maybe third post of the night so far for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great shot by Mackay as he was at a tough
now
angle.
A turnover out in front, and a great left pad save made by Hunter Shepard as he robs Grant Cruikshank right on the doorstep for CC.
Oh, a rare turnover for UMD there results in a pretty good chance, and big save by Shepard.
Now here's Laderoux for UMD. The pace continues from that opening 20 minutes. Wrapped around to the near side. This is Jacques. Fumbles it a bit. It comes free now to Mashad. He's the Cloquet native. Back in his hometown for the final, well, virtually his hometown for the final time in his collegiate career. This is Jacques. He's from Hermantown. He's got plenty more games in this building. He's just a freshman for the Bulldogs. He gets it to the point. Wolf winds, fires, bouncing puck deflected to the near side wall and collected there by Mashad, flipped to center. Wolf gets it out to neutral. No penalty on that play. Could have been a trip, I thought. As Jacques plays one through the slot. It comes free to Exel through Roth. Wolf will engage from the point. Far side wall, long shot. That was deflected harmlessly to the near side wall. Played around Perunovic. Exel was covering, though, for the Bulldogs. Off the wall now, here comes CC Versich, and they're going to be in ahead of the play, are the Tigers.
Nick Wolf and Scott Perunovic, of course, paired up again tonight. I haven't really talked much about Perunovic tonight offensively as we go back to take a look at this post by Parker Mackay. A little 3-on-2 drop play. Short side Parker. Not a lot of room there. Rings the phone, as Hoagie would say. And then back the other direction. Here's that turnover by UMD and that unbelievable left pad save on Cruikshank. Shepard's best save of the night, indeed, there.
And he's had some good ones.
Very flexible.
Now played out in front. That one going through traffic. Another save made by Shepard. And this one corralled and cleared from trouble by Swaney. Two more good saves from the UMD junior. He was last year and has been this year the backbone of this team for the Bulldogs. Gooch holds it in. Now he's dispossessed right at the blue line. And Berzola will chase back in his own zone. This is Gooch. He collects it near side circle, walks in, save made, rebound dangerously, came back out in front. Swaney, again, the one to clear it for the Bulldogs. He's got the puck now at the red line. Gains the blue. Long shot that was wide as UMD is going to try and change. At least it's defensemen. They do. Flip it out to neutral. Koepke gloved it down. It's taken now by Bradley, though. Here comes that top line. Halloran wanted a one-timer. Got it a little too far ahead. So he controls now, gives it to Berg, leaves for Bradley, works his way up the wall, bothered by Richards. Now it goes back in deep. Sandberg, the first one there. Far side, shot towards the net, cleared away by Mikey Anderson. Controlled now by the captain, Berg. He and Tanner Oki, the captains this year for Colorado College. Tripped up on the play is Mikey Anderson. And Sandberg will slow things down a bit for the Bulldogs.
Well, just a good job by Sandberg and Mikey Anderson there with that top line for Colorado. They just kind of settled things down, kept everything to the outside. Big physical body by Sandberg, and no harm done there. They are able to break out.
Koepke helps it along. Richards cuts it off in behind the goal there. Played out in front. Koepke with a shot. Leclerc fought that one off. It comes to the point now. Mackay, he wraps it in behind. Back and forth we go as the chances keep on coming for both these teams. This is Halloran. Halloran at the line. Leaves it for Mashad. Long shot. That one's fought off by Shepard. Looks like he saw that one late, Judd, but was able to fight it off kind of with a combination of the blocker and the glove. Here come the Cates brothers. Rayo was trying to join the play. That pass from Noah was deflected. Now it's Jackson Cates off the backhand side of the cage, cleared away from trouble by Mashad. Back the other way comes CC. to the far side, one in, a long shot, blocker to side by Shepard. And here comes Latteroo. He chips it to himself. Konzo fights with him into the wall, taken by Blumenschein now. He gets it out to neutral. Feels like I haven't taken a breath in 6.5 minutes of this second period, Judd. Now we'll get a break. UMD still leads 1-0 here on My 9 Sports. We've talked about him a couple times already, the Cloquet native Weston Mashad, his senior season with Colorado College. He's got a couple goals, a couple assists in his career against UMD. None of them have come here at Amsoil Arena, Judd, though. That's his last kick of the can to score against his hometown team in this building this weekend.
Well, he certainly has some family and friends here tonight watching, and would love to get on the board tonight, especially now to get his team back tied as they're down 1-0 here in the second period.
He had a great chance in the first period. Save made by Hunter Shepard on the power play. Nearly 7 minutes gone already here in the second period. It's felt like it's gone by very, very quick. Very few whistles thus far here in the second period. Wolf will wrap it in behind. Berzola gets it up the wall and out to center, sent right back in by the UMD captain, Mackay. Out in front, Tufty with a shot, and LeClaire fought that one off as a turnover by CC almost resulted in a gift for UMD, who now controls in the offensive zone. Wolf, near side point, Perunovic. Back to Wolf. Wolf fires one towards, they score! Nick Wolf, it's 2-0 UMD.
Well, nothing fancy there, Zach. Just, again, good puck possession for UMD as they do a nice job. There's D to D. Perunovic just moves it over to Wolf quick, who gets the puck to the net, and some traffic in front of LeClaire there that just kind of finds its way to the back of the net. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the way in as that puck gets in behind the goaltender, and Nick Wolf continues his strong offensive performance this season, picking up his second goal of the year.
It comes at the 7:31 mark of the second period. Perunovic, one of the assists, will wait on the other, but Nick Wolf has doubled the lead for the home team, UMD.
Another good, solid shift for that so-called top line with Krieger, Swaney, and Tufty out there. Again, just they're still out there now, and again, they're right back at work here, just cycling the puck and moving and just doing a great job tonight, all night long.
Now again, the puck dangerously comes to the middle of the rink. Mikey Anderson will send it right back in, left there by LeClaire. For Pernitsky, he takes a bump as the Bulldogs go right back to work. Here are the Cates brothers along with Tanner Latteroo. It comes to the point. This is Rail. Rail with a long shot. That got blocked in front. It's taken now by Jackson Cates. He's the older brother. Plays it to the younger one, Noah, on the end wall. He's watched by Brian Yoon. And Noah Cates, a little hobbled. He'll head to the bench after that battle with Yoon. Taken now by Berg for Colorado College. Got a story about the Cates brothers, Judd. Next time we get a whistle, long shot wide of the net. It comes now for Blumenschein. This is Rail. He's knocked off the puck. This is Mashad. Watched by Matt Anderson for UMD. Spins away from trouble. Far side. Pass out in front. And couldn't get his stick free. Could Crookshank. Now it comes from Mashad again. Leaves it for Crookshank. Paddle down by Shepard. Sweeps that one away. Comes to the point. Blumenschein. Long shot. Shepard gloved it. It's still free. And now he will get on top of it for UMD. Good sequence there for the UMD junior goaltender.
Well, a great stick there by Shepard behind the net to take that pass away as he does a nice job hanging onto this one here. He doesn't know where it is. It's actually sitting right there, but he's in solid position and able to cover that up. But nice job by him to slow things down.
I was talking about the Cates brothers, Judd, and they're just now 9 games into their college careers here together at UMD. I met a couple young UMD fans last week, Lucci and Eva. I asked them, who's your favorite Bulldogs? And they said the Cates brothers. I said, why? And they said, well, they score a lot of goals. That's a good reason to like them. They've had a good start to their careers. Already winning fans here in Duluth.
Everyone loves a goal scorer, let me tell you, Zach. If you can score goals, you're going to have a lot of fans.
Play continues in the CC zone. This is Wolf, far side. Perunovic felt the pressure coming, just tips a pass to Mackay. Mackay will go into the near side corner. Bender with a shot. Pad save made. Sweeping around the backhand was Jacques as he makes a bid at his first collegiate goal. Kobe Bender, with his first shift of the hockey game, makes an immediate impact.
Well, UMD right back at work there. Good chances, like you said, and Jesse Jacques almost had his first goal as a Bulldog.
Now it's Koepke, near side circle to the far side, and he had Richards lurking. Sticked away there by the CC defense. Back the other way they come. 2-on-2 at the line, spinning one towards the net. Kicked away by Perunovic and cleared. Here's Koepke again at the line. He'll flip it in behind. Farney to the near side corner. He controls far side now for CC. As UMD, that forecheck really, Judd, they're not really letting CC get out of their zone cleanly and start that break and get the speed that they want to use offensively.
Yeah, I think F2 is the key on their forecheck, and that's the second forward. It's not so much the first forward. He's going into pressure to force the defenseman to make a play or a pass that maybe he doesn't want to, but he puts him in a position where he's got to get rid of the puck, and then the second forward is the one that jumps in and causes that turnover. F2, we call it.
Shepard way out of his goal here. He's got some problems. That's Matt Anderson cut off the forechecking Middendorf as Shepard misplayed the puck in the corner. Now it comes free. This is Oki. He's ridden hard into the wall by Swaney. Wraps it around to the near side. It comes to the point. Pernitsky. Gets it to the half wall. Berardinelli sidesteps one check. Now he works his way in behind. A backhanded pass cleared away from trouble by Louis Rail. Now it's Tufte. Tried to give it back to Rail. He didn't know it. Now he wins the battle against the stick of Pernitsky and clears to Swaney.
Well, tough shift here for Nick Swaney as he turned that puck over in his own zone and then gave it away once again after he fought hard to get it back, but he'll get off on a change. Cates line will jump out for UMD.
Played ahead now. This is Laderoux. Laderoux at the line. He's got Jackson Cates going to the net on the backhand. A rising shot. Might have been saved by Leclerc. Might have missed the net. I'm not sure.
Little room there as the backhander by Cates went up and over, but it did certainly look like maybe there's a little room short side there, and it looked like he saw it. He was going for it. He just might have caught the shoulder of Leclerc.
Sandberg now on the end wall for UMD. Gives to his partner, Mikey Anderson. Played ahead now. This is Jackson Cates to the high slot on the forehand shot. Blocker pad save made. Puck still free, and Laderoux couldn't get his stick free for UMD. The Dogs have doubled their lead thanks to Nick Wolf. 2-0 here on My9 Sports. Well, here's what's coming up on My9 Sports. Mark your calendars now. December 1st, North Dakota is here at Amsoil Arena. The following weekend, we will go to Kalamazoo and see UMD in Western Michigan. And then after the new year, former UMD assistant coach Brett Larson will be back in this building, but on the other bench with St. Cloud State. They got 2 wins last weekend over this Colorado College team, but did trail in both those games. Further proof that this, in my opinion, is definitively the toughest league in college hockey, Judd. And Brett Larson got his first 2 wins.
I do not think there's any doubt that this is the best league top to bottom in college hockey, and we've been saying that for a couple years now, obviously. And some great series coming up, as we just showed you.
St. Cloud State now tied with Denver 3-3. Just rattled off a couple goals out there. We'll take another look around the NCHC scoreboard later on in the broadcast. But business yet to attend to here. Controlled by Koepke. Berg, though, gets it on the far side. Halloran chips it ahead, looking for Farney, who engaged from his spot. And now it's Berg with it. Berg gets it to Halloran. Long shot, tipped in front, wide of the cage, and into the high netting.
Well, there certainly hasn't been any quit in this Colorado College team here in the second period. They're actually out shooting UMD up to this point. 8-6 margin, or 8-6 now, and they've had certainly their chances. A couple of big saves by Hunter Shepard. So we can look at some fans. The crowd slowly rolled in a little later because of some weather delays and whatnot, but
like you said, hockey season came, and it came quick today in Duluth. The snow, I think, is here to stay. Bouncing puck through neutral here. Perunovic fanned on the pass. Laderu almost made it work as he cut to the puck. Now it's Wolf. Wolf with one of the goals for UMD so far tonight. He's got the only marker here in the middle frame. Played ahead now for Machad at the line. They're going to be in offside. As not sure what to do was Ben Copeland.
yeah, you got to make a earlier decision there for the Tigers as they enter the zone. You either got to chip it in deep or make a pass to the head man, or else you're going offside, is what exactly happened there. It was a good job by Perunovic and Wolf to stand strong on that blue line. When you're a defenseman, you talk about gap control, and that means you want to keep that space between the attacking forward and yourself as tight as possible and try to pinch him off right at the blue line. That's where you want to get him and maybe force that offside, just like Louis Rail does here.
They're in offside again. It's a good time to remind you at this point in the night that UMD Stores has great Bulldog wear and gifts from all your favorite brands like Nike, Under Armour, and more. The store is open evenings and weekends on the campus store on Kirby Drive, or you can shop anytime, anywhere at umdstores.com. Turnover here, played through the slot. One timer for CC. That was Gooch who fanned on it. Comes back the other way now for the Bulldogs. Big hit at the blue line. Rail lost a glove as Gooch delivered a hit. Exel able to hold it in momentarily. It comes free now. This is Jacques who spun one through the top of the crease. Just kind of slowly developed. And now a bouncing puck that Jacques couldn't find on the near side.
Yeah, Jacques kind of turned and fired it. I don't know, it was kind of almost like a shot pass. He had Bender going to the back door there and didn't quite get it on his stick. Another close call for him, though, looking for his first goal of the year, obviously.
Kobe Bender, another Cloquet native, getting shifts tonight as the 13th forward. In the first 8 games, UMD had elected to dress 7 defensemen with that new extra skater rule the NCAA allows this year. Tonight they go with an extra forward, Kobe Bender. We've called his name a couple times in the second period, and both of them have been about him creating or being part of a chance in front of the CC goal.
Yeah, I don't mind actually playing that extra forward in that lineup, especially with the 6 defensemen that UMD is able to dress every night. Really, you don't need to put the 7th one out there. You can play all 6 of those all night long, and you know, even if you're penalty trouble and you're down to 5 or 4 of them, you can double shift those guys. They're all very, very capable of that. So
turnover here at the line. Krieger able to hold it in for the Bulldogs. Collected now by Farney, and he will exit for CC. Chip it ahead at the line. This is Versich. Versich leaves it now. Near side circle. Middendorf, a rising shot. Blocker pad save made by Shepard. And now into the near side corner. They battle. Spinning away from the check is Versich. Far side point. Long shot coming. That one missed the net, and it's turned the other way by Swaney. He chips it out to center. 3:45 to go now here in the second period. UMD leading 2-0. Swaney intercepts the pass. Koepke chips it in for UMD. as his stick swept away from him. He continues on. Back the other way now, Middendorf. Hands one off. This is Halloran. Halloran at the line. Nice poke check there by Perunovic. His clearing attempt, though, didn't go off the end wall. That shot was tipped. And now they do battle for it in behind. This is Perunovic coming away with it. Ahead for Kepke, who gets it in deep. Perunovic in on the forecheck. And now a high stick on UMD. Mason Berg takes issue with a couple extra stick handles from Scott Perunovic. And we will take a break as they discuss that. 2-0 UMD on My 9 Sports. 3:06 to go here in the second period. UMD a 2-0 lead. The goals from Justin Richards and Nick Wolf. We talk all the time about closing out periods, Judd. This would qualify for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they just continue to push the pace a little bit here, and you know the importance of the end of periods setting up momentum for the third, especially when you have this 2-goal lead. Certainly with 3 minutes left here, last thing you want to do is give up one to give Colorado some confidence, only going down one into the third period.
Here's Halloran, far side. Nice stick there from Samberg. Knocked it away from Yoon, who was lurking. He keeps it in, though. Halloran now towards the net. This is Mashad. Rather, that's Bradley, who tried to wrap one around the far side. It comes back to Halloran. Tries to slide one to Bradley. He goes to that far side again on the forehand. Comes out near the point. Halloran in his skates. Save made by Shepard. Sneaky little shot there from Halloran.
Well, Bradley with a point-blank chance in front of the net. How you can pass up a shot there. I give credit to Shepard, who came out and kind of cut that angle down. But somehow you got to find a little opening there. Maybe just shoot it hard enough off the pad where you're going to get a rebound and Shepard's out of position. But again, CC with some good pressure here at least.
That shot blocked down in front, and here comes Noah Cates. He'll flip it in behind Blumenstein. Latteru with a shot following the play, and Leclerc holds on to that one.
Well, just a simple play there as Noah Cates on the one-on-one just fires it in hard off the end boards and chases it down. You'll see here, just chips it in, makes the defenseman turn, and this hits the boards and bounces straight back out, and then just does a nice job to lift the stick up of the defenseman and allow Latteru out, F2, the second forward, to jump on that and get a pretty good quality shot on goal.
UMD wins the faceoff here. Perunovic with it, always dangerous. Plays it down in behind. That's Latteru. Comes back to Perunovic. Long shot, blocked down. Latteru comes near side corner. Wolf hands one there to Noah Cates. He'll give to his brother Jackson. Jackson a wraparound left pad save made by Leclerc.
Well, first little bit of offensive magic we've seen from Perunovic tonight there on that shift with a couple of his usual head fakes and bob and weaves and creating offensive chances.
He leads the country with 10 assists so far through 8 games. Now it's Richards. Richards out in front. Richards with a shot. That one deflected and never got on frame, but he had Leclerc down and out. Bouncing puck in behind. Kepke plays one out in front. Puck still sitting there, and now Leclerc's on top of it. We'll get a whistle.
I just love the shift by Justin Richards. What a great play to take that puck hard to the net. You can see him just trying to will that thing in the back of the net. And then again, he just is relentless in front here. You'll see right here, he's just battling, trying to shove and push and do whatever he can to get his second goal of the night. And you just got to love the effort from Justin Richard. Already has one tonight and certainly looking for another one. Great shift by that line.
One minute exactly to go in this period. Face off to Leclerc's right. UMD's top line, Swaney, Tufte, Krieger out there for the Bulldogs. It's chipped all the way down, and that should be icing. It is on Colorado College.
Look at Mikey Anderson there is Joey, his brother, getting some games with the New Jersey Devils this week. Congratulations to him and former UMD Bulldogs in the NHL. Talked about Neil Pionk We got a number of them now, Zach. It's been fun to watch this year.
It's been a common theme, former Bulldogs in the NHL. Really always, but especially recently.
Yeah, just the success directly translating to those opportunities for those guys to showcase their talents in the best league in the world.
JT Brown just scored his first goal with the Minnesota Wild in the last week. Chipped ahead now by Swaney in a foot race. They both dive, and it's cleared away by the stick of LeClaire. The net is knocked off. Swaney and Blumenschein, or that's Berzola rather, both diving for the puck in front of the crease.
That was a great effort by Swaney here as he chips it by the defenseman Fernie and then races down. He just tries to whack it over one-handed because he's got Riley Tufte going to the back door there. Just couldn't quite get it. Good recovery by the CC defenseman McCaskill to get back there and break that up. But they're going to bring the face-off outside, saying it was Swaney or Tufte that knocked it off its pegs, and it looked like it was Riley Tufte headed to the net there. So just 21 seconds here, maybe a little bit of a time for UMD again to get something.
Perunovic, rink-wide pass, far side. Cates with a rising shot, caught the glass. It comes out near the blue line. Wolf gonna hold it in for the Bulldogs. 10 seconds to go. Bad angle shot, popped out in front. And now Wolf in a foot race. 5 seconds to go. This is Gooch on the backhand, working on Wolf. He muscles him out nicely, and the period will come to a close.
Well, Scott Perunovic jumped up in the play there with 10 seconds left, thinking that he didn't have to worry about getting back there, but all of a sudden the puck pops out, and CC had a pretty good opportunity. But that's why you have Nicky Wolf as his partner. He's pretty steady on the back end there to recover, and played a nice little one-on-one there. No harm done. And
he did well knowing the situation, in my opinion, Judd. He didn't need to really take the puck away. He just needed to make sure that Gooch didn't get a clear shot at the goal. He knew that the time was winding down, and he didn't take a penalty.
Right, just good one-on-one play to push the player to the outside, and you know, even if he does get a shot there from that angle, Hunter Shepard's going to stop it. So
UMD leads 2-0 after 2. The shots on goal, 22-14 in favor of the Dogs. CC still with the only 2 power plays of the game. We played that entire period 5-on-5. Nick Wolf, the only marker of that period. Justin Richards scored the goal for UMD in the first period. He's down between the benches right now. The UMD sophomore scored his first goal of his career earlier this season, and he gets his second one tonight. Justin down between the benches. We're going to go to him. Justin, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Justin, you got your second goal as a Bulldog. We said as soon as the first one came, they might come in bunches for you. What'd you see on the tip in the first period?
Yeah, no, I just thought we got in on the forecheck and created a turnover, which was our game plan coming in, and got to the point, and it was a good shot by Maddie, and just happened to hit my stick.
Richie, you guys look like you guys have cycled the puck extremely well tonight and possessed it in the offensive zone. Did you emphasize that this week about puck possession in the offensive zone, or is it just kind of coincidence?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think that's a strength, one of the strengths of our teams, and it's just something that we do so well is possessing the puck. And so if we can wear defenses down that way, which like we're doing right now, it's been pretty successful. So we just got to keep doing it.
It's kind of twofold against a team like this. They're so fast and play so well in transition too, Justin. It's easier to play defense when they don't have the puck, right?
Yeah, definitely, and especially against that number one line that they got. We got to make sure that we're just closing space for them and make sure they don't have time to make plays.
All right, thanks for joining us, Justin. Good luck in the third period.
Yep, thanks.
Justin Richards, one of the goal scorers tonight for UMD. They lead 2-0 after 2. The Black Bear Casino and Resort intermission report is coming up next here on My 9 Sports. 20 minutes to go here at Amsoil Arena. UMD leads Colorado College 2-0 here in the NCHC regular season opener for the Bulldogs. They're out shooting the Tigers 22-14. The visitors still with the only 2 power plays, both in the first period and both unsuccessful. Around the league, Western Michigan has defeated Nebraska Omaha tonight 7-2. North Dakota leads Miami 2-1 midway through the third period. And St. Cloud State has now taken a 4-3 lead at home against Denver. That one also at the start of the third period. And for you UMD fans out there, the volleyball team tonight has a 2-0 lead over Sioux Falls in the NSIC semifinals. Should the Bulldogs win that match, they will host the conference championship tomorrow night, 5 o'clock at Romano Gym. Zach Schneider here alongside Judd Medic on My 9 Sports. Third period underway, UMD and Colorado College. 20 minutes to get 3 points for one of these teams. Swaney with it for the Bulldogs. Chips it in. LeClaire directs it to the near side corner. Tufty with it there. It comes up to Krieger. Now it's shot around. Mikey Anderson steps up at the point. It's cleared out anyway. This is Halloran. Works on Sandberg. Halloran leaves it there for Bradley. A shot. Shoulder save made by Shepard. Bradley still controls for the Tigers. Cuts to the middle, high slot to the far side. Now circle. Another shot. That one hit something and trickled wide. Yoon with it now. Plays it out in front, top of the crease. It went through everything. Swaney tries to go off the wall and out. Bradley holds. Swaney again dispossessed at the line. This is Berg, far side. Bradley, good stick from Mikey Anderson. Disrupts that passing play, and he controls now for UMD.
Well, a top line for CC again with a great shift there. Hate to keep picking on Nick Swaney, but another turnover there. You can't turn the puck over against that line because they're just going to pounce on it and create offensive chances. Saw Bradley circling the wagons on that shift with a pretty good shot, and then UMD struggling to get it out, and here they go again.
Now another turnover played out in front. That was Oki. He plays it to the far side corner, taken by UMD's Mackay. Clears the zone, gains the red line. Actually, he didn't, and that'll be icing on the Bulldogs. I thought he was at least close enough.
That was a missed call there by the linesman. It certainly looked like he got to center, but regardless of what we think, the guys in the stripes have the final say, and the faceoff's going to come all the way back in the UMD zone.
Face-off to Shepard's right. He's been fantastic so far in the cage for the Bulldogs. I want to keep reminding people of how well he plays, because going back to last season, it might be easy to get spoiled with Hunter Shepard. He's been solid really each and every night. The only one Sunday night against Minnesota, the second game of the season, really kind of the only stinker for Hunter Shepard, and there were a lot of factors that went into that 7-4 loss.
Well, it's really the only stinker of the year for UMD, and
yeah, the whole team.
6-1-1 start, and point the finger at Hunter a little bit, obviously, that night, but the whole team didn't really show up.
Right.
But they've obviously figured it out since then with rattling off those 6 wins in a row.
The rest of them, even that Saturday night loss in the opener, or rather tie in the opener to Minnesota, he was very good in that game as well. Big hit levied by Matt Anderson right at the line. He dumped Mashad. Rail chases back in his own zone and now gives it to Matt. Played ahead at the line. Cates will chip it in. That's Noah Cates. 3 minutes nearly gone now in the third. There's Zola. Lost control a bit. Able to chip it in. Bouncing puck. Mishandled there by Mikey Anderson momentarily, but it pops out to center. Bouncing puck through the high slot. Spinning a shot was Berg. That hit the body of Mikey Anderson. Swaney fell down, and now it's Bradley. Bradley to Berg. Nice stick there from Sandberg and from Anderson. Now it's Berzola walking in. That shot blocked off. McCarrum out in front and cleared away from danger by UMD, but not out of the zone. This is Sandberg. Sandberg's clearing attempt no good. It trickles out near the blue line, and they're in offside as it just got out over the line.
Well, earlier in this period, a big hit on the near boards here, as you see there. Mikey Anderson, or Matt Anderson, excuse me, steps into Weston Mashad, the Cloquet native. You you could argue that one was maybe more so interference than that one penalty we saw called on Riley Tufte in the first period, but no call there. It was a clean hit, just maybe a little bit late. I don't know.
Exel to the point. Wolf winds and fires, making a bid at his second of the game. That was blocked off in front, and now it's taken by Jacques. Jacques leaves it for Roth. He chips it along. Exel, one of the assistant captains this year for UMD. He and Nick Wolf, also with letters, along with the captain, Parker Mackay. And now it's Wolf. He engages from the point, leaves it for Exel. To the point, Roth fired a shot. It bounces off a couple things and controlled by CC, spinning it deep in behind Shepard. He's going to cut it off for Wolf, who gives to Perunovic. Now back to Wolf as he continues on his path. He's knocked down. No call coming there. He gets it right back at the red line. Will chip it in. Still no penalties on Colorado College tonight.
Can you remember a hockey game where we didn't see a UMD power play? Certainly not this year, but I'm thinking any of the years. I mean,
especially with the new emphasis on all these rules, penalties have been a big part of the game. Not tonight so far, just 2 on UMD. They both came in the first period, and that man has 17 saves to keep Colorado College off the board thus far.
Yeah, I give the Tigers credit. They're a good, fast, clean hockey team. They, when you have speed, there's a lot of penalties you can avoid just by playing fast and being able to get in the right position and catch up to somebody and not get lazy with your sticks. And I think Colorado College is a good example of that type of team.
Berard Dinelli with the puck on the far side. He's hit by Mikey Anderson. It comes to the near side now. Spinning away from trouble, playing one towards the front of the net was CC, but it comes out to center now. Richards in a fight with Berard Dinelli. He gets it as far as the blue line, turned back the other way. Rail delivers a hit to Gooch, and the puck out of play will give us a break. UMD a 2-0 lead here on My 9 Sports. More than 5 minutes gone now in the third period. UMD is still a 2-goal lead here against Colorado College. The faceoff coming right at center after the puck out of play. This is Mashad, far side corner. He's worked on by Rail, who takes the puck away, gets it up the wall. Sidestepping a check was Latteru, and now here's Jackson Cates at the line. Leaves it for Matt Anderson. Near side circle, a shot towards the front. It bounced to Jackson Cates, but it's cleared away now by CC. Handed off at the neutral, or at the center line rather. And now wrapped into the near side wall. Matt Anderson helps it along. It's kicked there by Crookshank. Mashad went down in a heap. It's played in behind the goal. Here's Halloran. He tried to pick the pocket of Louis Rail, but Rail leads the charge now for the Bulldogs. Flipped ahead for Jackson Cates. Muscles that one to the backhand. And a shot save made by LeClaire. Rather, that's Noah Cates.
It's hard to keep him straight, isn't it, Zach?
It's going to be 4 years of that, Judd.
Well, Noah with sneaky good speed there. It didn't look like he was, hitting that fifth gear, but he just used that long reach and that stride to get around the defenseman and drive it to the net with a great chance there and almost put it home.
Halloran with a nifty move at center, gives it off to Berg. Good back check there from Krieger, and now Berg is going to get a penalty as he hauled down Krieger. So the first power play of the game, and Judd will have to wait a little bit longer for that game without a UMD power play.
That's fine with me, obviously. We'll take a look here. You can see Krieger on the back check picks it up, but the stick of Berg gets tied up in his skates, and that's an easy one for the referees as UMD with a big opportunity here to get that 3-goal lead as they're up 2-0. Looking for more blood here on their first power play of the night.
UMD very good on the power play so far this season. Riley Tufte, the guy with the puck, he's got 3 goals this year. That leads the team with the man advantage. They're functioning at 25%. Perunovic, middle point, far side circle, Krieger. Krieger, a shot towards the front, tipped wide. Roth, the first one there, plays it in behind. Tufte tried to help it along. Berard Dinelli will send it the length of the ice.
Well, good clear there by CC as Tufte tried to reverse the puck. And
now a turnover in front. Gooch for CC. Good stick lift there from Mackay. Krieger will turn it back the other way. His pass ahead of Tufte, but Roth going to be on the forecheck against Farney. It comes free near side point. Perunovic goes down low to Krieger, and UMD will get set up with 1:10 to go now in the man advantage. Perunovic walks to the middle. He's got Tufte on the far side, gives it to the near side. Mackay, high slot. Descheit scores! Parker Mackay, the captain. A power play goal, 3-0 UMD.
well, such a simple play, Zach. You'll see Parker takes the puck to the middle and just waits for some traffic to get in front of the goaltender. Leclerc, you see right there, he can't see anything as he's trying to find that puck, but Mackay just walks it to the middle here and kind of just allowed him to get there and just put a high shot, had his head up the whole way looking for that opening and just hit it perfectly. And you know, that's once again Parker Mackay doing what he's done all year, just smart, simple hockey there, and with an offensive flair finds the back of the net, and a big third goal for UMD.
Mackay, the pride of Irma, Alberta, with his team leading 5th goal of the year. It comes at the 7:35 mark, and UMD has now scored a power play goal in 8 of its 9 games so far this season. This is Noah Cates. Noah Cates at the line, drives to the near side, leaves it there for Matt Anderson. That one's fought off by Leclerc. Matt Anderson now with it. It got lost in the referee's skates. Jackson Cates takes it on, trying to leave it for Wolf. Berard Dinelli muscles it out to center for CC. Perunovic and Krieger, the assists on that Mackay goal. Each of them with 2 assists in the game now. That's Noah Cates. Matt Anderson flips it ahead, and that should be icing, and is on the Bulldogs. 11:15 to go now in the third.
Well, a big power play goal for UMD, obviously getting their only power play chance of the night. Take full advantage of it, especially in this situation here in the third period. You're up 2. About halfway through the period, not quite, but you get a chance to probably bury this Tiger team, and you take full advantage of it.
UMD going to spend its timeout here after that icing, and with a 3-goal lead, you had some tired guys on the ice. At this point, Scott Stalin doesn't want to give Colorado College any reason to believe it can come back in this game.
No, you hope you don't need your timeout for offensive purposes later in the game, and it's a big spot here. Tired individuals after that icing, you might as well use it now and buy yourself a little time and carry on for the rest of the period.
It is as good a time as any for me to remind you, if you need a great gift idea with the holidays approaching, UMD wear and gifts are great for any occasion. UMD stores gift cards are always the right size. You can visit UMD stores on campus on Kirby Drive, or you can shop online anytime, anywhere at umdstores.com. Some more young UMD fans in the crowd tonight. They've seen a heck of a performance thus far.
Well, again, UMD trying to limit their opponent to under 20 shots. We've seen it a number of times this year. CC just 16 shots on goal, which means they've only had 2 in this third period. It all starts in their own zone for this Bulldog team, and they let the offense take care of itself, and special teams obviously been a big part of that with that power play goal here.
Far side, Mikey Anderson. That's going to be icing as Richards was unable to tip it right in front of the Colorado College bench. Talked to him between periods, Judd, and it's nice to see him get on the score sheet, but really dating back to last year, Justin Richards down the middle of the ice has really been responsible, especially for as young as he is for this team.
Yeah, just a responsible hockey player, like you said. That's a good word to describe him, and you know, the offense was always going to come for him. He's just too smart of a hockey player and works too hard for it not to. He's got that skill, he's got that ability, and now he's flourishing, obviously, but not forgetting about the little things, like he goes right here, fighting for pucks.
Plays one off the side of the cage, continues on to that far side, works his way to the point. That's Mikey Anderson, tried to go off the end wall. Koepke there on the far side for UMD. It comes free now to Mackay, the captain and the goal scorer this period. Gives it to Richards, who tried to dig it off the wall, was unable to, and here comes Yoon. Yoon will wrap it in. Sandberg, the first one there for the Bulldogs, to Mackay. He tried to spin one off the wall. It comes free to Berg. Sandberg takes it away from him and gets it to center. Ten minutes gone, 10 minutes to go now here in the third period. UMD a 3-0 lead. Goals in each period tonight for the Bulldogs. Krieger, far side. Here's Swaney, winds, fires a fluttering puck that missed the net. It just turned up on end for Nick Swaney. Now a long shot. That was deflected wide of the cage. It comes to the point. Israel. That one hits something in front, deflects to the far side. Crookshank off the wall behind the goal. This is Mashad. Digging it free is CC, spinning away from trouble. It comes back toward Mashad. Krieger controls for the Bulldogs. Here's Swaney. He'll chip and chase. Well, actually, chip and change is Tufte, the first one there. Tufte takes away from Leclerc, and he got a quick shot off. Leclerc was able to just get back in time to disrupt that chance for Riley Tufte.
That was a tough angle for Tufte, but I think that was a pretty quality chance. It might have went in if Leclerc didn't get back into position. Big long reach, Tufte could stand behind that goal line 5-6 feet and still get a good shot on with that reach.
Jackson Cates, tough angle shot. That's saved by Leclerc. This Cates and Laderoute line has been good all night, really, for UMD. CC trying to clear its own zone. They do, but it's taken now by Nick Wolf, who's going to come right back at the Tigers. Long shot, tipped and wide. Oki there for CC. It comes now to the far side. This is Gooch. Gooch with Halloran going to the goal. He's watched by Perunovic. Nice job there by the Hibby native, adding to his nation-leading assists. He's now got 12 this season, 2 tonight. Richards, a pass to Perunovic. He'll delay in the high slot, gives it to Exel, who just kind of slapped at it, went wide. This is Koepke with it now, Cole Koepke. Gives it to Perunovic, far side point, delays. Now he goes to Richards, and that was cleared away from trouble. Comes now to Sandberg, long shot. That was blocked off by Berzola. Out to center, Sandberg tried to play it for Koepke, the former Hermantown teammates, now reunited in college at UMD, along with Jesse Jacques. Now to the front, that was Swaney. That's Swaney looking for Koepke.
Koepke just at the end of his shift there, couldn't quite be strong enough to get that stick down on that pass by Swaney in front of the net, but a good shift by him as he's able to make a change.
Now Swaney will chip it out to center for UMD. 7 minutes and change here to go in the third period. A 3-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Talk so often about finishing out periods, finishing out games. Oftentimes when we say that, it's protecting a 1-goal lead. Tonight, the Dogs have a 3-goal lead. This is Tufte with it. Gerard Dinelli hit by Swaney, leaves it for Bernitsky, who gets it now to Yoon. Yoon through neutral, far side. They gain the zone, long shot. That was wide. Roth going to collect it for the Bulldogs and lead the charge the other way. At the line, 3-on-3. Chips it in for Exel. He's watched by Farney. Exel hands off now to Jacques. His pass deflected, glove down, and here come the Tigers. On the far side, it's Mashad. He's rubbed out on the far side wall by Rail. Back up and send it in behind. are the Tigers. This is Matt Anderson, plays it ahead. Intercepted there by Israel. Tigers had to tag up. And now it's sent the length of the ice. They'll wave off the icing as Israel had engaged Kobe Roth. On the far side wall, Latteroo tried to play one to the front. It's cleared away from danger, but not quite out for CC. Bradley to the far side. Israel took a bump there from Wolf. His partner Perunovic with it now. Gives to Latteroo. Spins away from a check, and with 5.5 minutes, they'll lead the charge the other way. This is Wolf with a shot, and that's swallowed up by Alex Leclerc. We will get a break. UMD leads 3-0 here on My 9 Sports. 5:25 to go, 3-0 UMD. They lead in shots on goal 30-16. The Dogs, the third highest shots on goal per game in the country this year.
Well, they certainly have outshot their opponents most games this year. I can't actually think of a game where they haven't outshot their opponents this year, but I think the key thing for Scott Sandlin is the fact that he's only allowing, or the team's only allowing, typically around that 20 mark, which is extremely impressive. And he knows that's key for this team to win hockey games.
Face off to Leclerc's right after that puck was deflected out of play. So we'll do the face off again. And somebody cheated, so we'll do it a third time inside the Colorado College zone. Richards and Berg, the centerman. Richards wins it to Mackay. Quick shot, fought off with the shoulder by Leclerc. Puck free on the near side, wrapped to the far side point. And Mikey Anderson, I don't think, had found the puck. He retreats into his own zone, and a dangerous play over the glass there. I think it escaped everyone, but that puck had some steam on it as it went into the crowd.
Yeah, that thing flew out of play really quickly, and luckily didn't hit anybody, but somebody's found a puck. Lucky fan down there, souvenir.
Everybody clap your hands.
We got to look there, Judd, at Cole Koepke, the Hermantown native, freshman this year for UMD. And in terms of adjusting to college hockey, he's done it fairly quickly. 9 games in, and he's played a large role in UMD's success so far.
Yeah, he's been a big part of that line with Richards and Mackay, that's for sure, is kind of the lunch pail crew. You know, they strap their boots on and get out and work. Richards obviously leading the charge. That's kind of the tone he sets up the middle of the ice with, and of course, Captain Parker Mackay. And you put Cole Koepke, who's got some real skill and ability, learning the game still at this level, but certainly has done a good job.
CC changing behind the play there. Tried to get a pass toward the middle of the rink. That was cleared away by UMD. Now it's dumped in by Oki. Perunovic ahead for Tufte. Berzola steps down from his spot. Now a shot from Berardinelli was deflected high and wide. Wolf has it inside of the goal line, extended for UMD. Now it's Perunovic. 4 minutes to go here in the hockey game. 3-0 UMD. Wolf goes off the glass and out. Berardinelli pass right at the line. That's Gooch, had it knifed away from him. And now it's Oki. He takes a bump from Wolf to separate him from the puck. Berzola holds with the glove. Now he sidesteps Swaney. Near side circle, a shot blocked by the shin guards of Wolf, who now controls. Gives to his partner Perunovic. Back to Wolf. Long shifts here in their defensive zone for the Bulldogs. Perunovic behind the goal having a conversation with Nick Wolf, who's standing about 25 feet away. He's so calm and comfortable with the puck on his stick.
You think he's playing pond hockey out there on that shift, just the way he's going D to D 4, 5, 6 times with Nick Wolf, and then he's talking to him, yelling at him, maybe telling him where he wants him to go, and certainly doesn't lack confidence out there, does he?
With good reason. The National and NCHC Rookie of the Year last season. He's had a good start to this year as well, a goal and 12 assists. And something that's not often talked about, he's gotten better on the defensive end as well. Now it's Bradley spinning one towards the front. That's taken away by Noah Cates and flipped back into the CC end. Inside of 2.5 minutes to play now. Berg at the blue line. The far side. That's Matt Anderson with some speed through neutral. Matt Anderson gains the blue line, near side circle. Now he shoots, rebound out in front, and Mackay had his stick tied up there. Couldn't quite get it free as that rebound popped out in front. Last break coming here. UMD leads 3-0, trying to close things out on My 9 Sports. Hunter Shepard, 16 saves so far tonight, including this one, the U.S. Bank save of the game, robbing Grant Crookshank in the first period. A spectacular sliding save with the left pad, Hunter Shepard.
Yeah, that was a big save. Not obviously looking at it, but just the time of the game it was, you know, UMD did have that. I think they were up 2-0 still at that point, but CC was pressing a little bit there, and they get one there, and it's probably a whole different ball game.
Richards with it now, far side corner, 2 minutes to go as UMD looks to close out its first NCHC win of this season. CC maybe at this point looking for something to take into tomorrow night's finale. Richards behind the goal, to the point it's Wolf. Wolf angles one off the wall, in behind for Mackay, got past him, and now it comes for CC. This is Middendorf. Now they control behind their own cage, 90 seconds to go. On the backhand towards the front. Nobody could get a stick on it for CC. Israel sidesteps Swaney. Far side circle, a shot. Hit a skate, comes right back to him on the backhand. Save made by Shepard. Rebound still free. Couple whacks at it for the Tigers, and now it's taken away by Perunovic. And Perunovic gains the red line. He'll swat it in with 60 seconds now to play in the hockey game. Those are the first shots in quite some time for Colorado College. They've only got 4 in this period.
Yeah, certainly UMD playing a little bit of keep away in the last 5 minutes of this period, which is obviously encouraging. You know, they didn't just quite pack it in. Took Riley Tufte out there for UMD in the last 44 seconds as they ice the puck. But again, the confidence of UMD to not sit back on this lead, but keep pushing the pace and look for more here.
Face off to Shepard's right. UMD playing for its goaltender now. 44 seconds to go. Krieger wins the draw. Mikey Anderson wraps it around. Tufte tries to chip it past McCaskill. Gets some help from Lattaru, and they muscle it out to the blue line of CC. Berg near side at the line. Bradley back to Berg. Bradley to the front. Steered away by Shepard. Almost dangerously into the path of Halloran. And now it's cleared again by the Bulldogs. 20 seconds to go until that final buzzer. Well, Berg for CC is going to take a penalty behind the play.
Well, he got tied up behind the play after an offensive chance. They're going to call it holding. I'm not sure.
I think it was charging.
Or charging.
Yeah, I didn't see it behind the play, but the referee made a gesture to Berg to settle down. 20 seconds left, 3-0, and we still got 60 minutes or more tomorrow night to go. So UMD will end the game on the man advantage. It comes to the point. This is Wolf. Wolf to Rail. He winds and fires. Save made LeClaire. It pops straight to the far side. Rail over the stick of Wolf, and now it might be taken away by Oki. Wolf did well to at least get back in it. Now Berardinelli left pad save made by Shepard, and that is how it will end. 3-0 UMD.
Well, a good way to end the game for Hunter Shepard with another save, the 19th of the night. nice shutout for him and the rest of his teammates tonight. Obviously happy with the performance and with the results.
First shutout of the year for Hunter Shepard and the Bulldogs. He makes 19 saves to earn the shutout in the 3-0 win. Justin Richards, Parker Mackay, Nick Wolf, the goal scorers, Peter Krieger and Scott Perunovich, each with 2 assists in the game for the Bulldogs.
Well, once again, you know, a couple of even strength goal and then a big power play goal to kind of settle things down in that third period. UMD out shooting CC tonight. And I thought both teams played pretty good. You know, CC just wasn't able to score. They had a few chances at top line. Again, they're always a threat every time they're on the ice, but a couple of power plays early in the game that they weren't able to capitalize on. Maybe they get one on the first one and it's a different story, but UMD happy to escape with a victory tonight.
It's a 7th straight win for the Bulldogs. That is the longest active winning streak in NCAA hockey. And they are now 7-1-1 and 1-0-0 in the NCHC. We're going to hold on for a little bit. We're trying to get Scott Perunovich to talk to us down on the ice. We joked a little bit near the end of that period, Judd. And not only him, but this entire team, the freshmen, the returners, you can see they're they're getting that swagger back that they had near the end of last season. You can see the joy that they're having when everything's clicking. They're having fun playing this game, and they're playing it at a high level.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their 6 defensemen out there after the success they had last year, and they, you know, I think they've played well all year long, and now they're just even getting better. It seems like every game just hitting their stride and, you know, contributing offensively. Of course, you know, Nick Wolf again with another goal tonight, and he's got a couple on the year. And Perunovich obviously leading this team in scoring. Just a sneaky 2 assists tonight, no big deal, as he walks away tonight victorious with the rest of his teammates, and big points for UMD.
And he must be off celebrating, so we'll give up on him. We're going to take a break, bring him back to wrap things up here from Amsoil Arena. Perunovich and the Bulldogs get a 3-0 win over Colorado College here on My 9 Sports. Pretty complete win here tonight for UMD, 3-0 over Colorado College. They score a goal in each period. They get a power play goal. They were perfect on the penalty kill, and Hunter Shepard makes 19 saves for the team's first shutout of this 2018-2019 season. I mean, that's the game. If you can bottle it and replicate it, Judd, that's what they want to do tomorrow night.
Yeah, it was a good full 60 minutes. You know, they outshoot Colorado College handily tonight, kind of like we've seen all year, and they just kind of business as usual for a pretty experienced hockey team. And you know, that power play goal in the third period was huge, I think, to get that and put the icing on the cake. You know, and I think Colorado College deserves credit. They played a good game too. They just couldn't score. Give Shepard credit. He made that big save that we saw as our save of the game, and a couple others along the way. Didn't see a lot of shots, obviously, but made the saves he had to, and it was just a good win for UMD. That
power play goal in the third period was scored by the captain, Parker Mackay. We mentioned throughout the broadcast, he now leads the team with 5 goals this season. He's not known as a goal scorer, but he's the next in what seems to be an endless line of really good leaders for this program.
Well, yeah, absolutely. He's, you know, we've seen so many captains come through over the years that have kind of stepped into, maybe been role players for their first 2-3 years, and then finally, you know, emerge as an offensive you know, power player as well. So as we take a look at some of the highlights tonight, we saw that first goal by Richards, a nice tip, and there's that big save by Shepard to keep the game where it was, and the second goal there gave UMD that 2-0 lead. And again, that big save, you know, that game, if that goes in, he doesn't stop that. It's a 1-1 hockey game, and then UMD able to get that insurance marker, and then, of course, the power play goal in the third.
We've been saying it for years, dating back to the days that UMD played in the WCHA. Now it's the NCHC. It's tough to sweep teams in this league to win on back-to-back nights. So for UMD, you've won 7 straight games, but nothing's guaranteed. And this Colorado College team, like you said, played a good game tonight, and they're going to be pretty hungry now. 0 for 3 in league play after being swept on the road against St. Cloud State. They're going to come in here tomorrow hungry for 3 points.
Yeah, certainly. You know, I know Mike Havlin, the coach at Colorado College, is just a tremendous coach. He's coached at every level. He's coached at the NHL. He's coached in college. He's coached, you know, in the minors. And, you know, so he's been through this before. So he'll get these guys going. They'll be prepared tomorrow, and it'll be another good game, hopefully.
All right, we will be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. UMD will try for the sweep against Colorado College. That's tomorrow. Looking ahead here on the My9 Sports schedule. Early next month, North Dakota will be in this building. That's always fun. We've got the Saturday night game only here on My9 Sports. Fridays will be on Fox Sports North. Later that next weekend, we go to Western Michigan. And then just after the new year, new head coach Brett Larson and St. Cloud State will pay a visit here to AmSoil Arena. That is a series marked for several reasons on the calendar this year for the Bulldogs and the Huskies.
Yeah, I mean, they continue to win. What a great job Brett's doing in St. Cloud. They beat Denver tonight. I think last week checked they were up late in the game, but you know, just I feel like every series is a big series, and that obviously is a little more special this year for a number of reasons.
That is still a ways off, though. Not until January. Tomorrow night, we got UMD and Colorado College. The Dogs will try for the sweep of the Tigers. We hope you can join us tomorrow at 7 o'clock here on My9 Sports. For now, for everyone here involved with these broadcasts, for our 2 corporate sponsors, Essentia Health and Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC, for my partner Judd Medic, for Dustin DeSanto and the staff behind the scenes, thank you for joining us. UMD a 3-0 win here on Friday night. We'll see you tomorrow for the finale. Good night, everybody.